It's not a bad video. It's something that I kind of had to push myself to make this video. Not because it's a hard video per se. It's the season. Hard to get motivated. But I'm still doing odd ends and odd jobs here and there. And yesterday a friend requested my services. So, I'm a driver. That's what I do. She had a ride set up for to take her son to a wrestling practice. Her husband wasn't able to come get off work until midway of the wrestling practice, and they don't want their son to miss out. And I've known her and him and her kids and their kids, sorry, for quite some time now. And I was like, you know what, sure, pay the fee. So I took them down, her and her son, to the wrestling practice, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to come in?" I'm like, "Well, since I have to take you home, I was just gonna sit in the car, do some paperwork." Like, "Oh, don't just sit in the cars. You're raining outside. It's cold. Come inside. Socialize." And I'm like, "Well, it was one of the things that my committee's been telling me that I should be doing more often." So I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I come down. It's like a basement of the junior senior high school. I guess that's how they say it here in the States. And I see parents, and I see parents doing their best for the kids. Mostly mothers, but I see some dads here and there. Like a hallway. This is where most of the parents just stand or sit until their kids are done. And I see her, help her kid get ready. Her kid's like in, well, he's young. I don't think he's actually in like elementary school per se. He's short, so I really don't know his actual age, to be honest. But she's helping him get properly dressed. Like he's already has his uniform on, but she's just mom things. And I'm watching her, and I'm watching the other moms, and I'm watching some of the dads. Some of the dads who just come down like, "All right, kid, here you go, get into it." And I see other dads like, "Hey, go in there, get focused. This is remember last time, try to do more of this." And I'm thinking to myself, something that Xavier's mom said to me. Well, no. Something that me and Vincent were talking about a couple nights ago. The idea that Xavier's the situation between me and Xavier's mom and Xavier himself ha- has put me in a position where that's not me. And like I want to be that. That's me and Vincent were, well, Vincent was more or less saying that she has successfully played this long game of keeping you away from him physically, that you cannot be part of his life. Like you cannot take him to any, like he's in soccer now. He is in soccer now. And I wish I could take him to soccer. I wish I can root him out, root for him during sporting events. I wish I can come to recitals or any other school event or just be there. But for the past 5 years, what? Let's say three, because I was incarcerated for a little while, and then there was um, the legal issue, which took some time. So let's just say 3 years. For the past 3 years, no, let's say two and a half. I can actually say 2.5 that he's been in Pennsylvania, because after the incident of 2014, she picked him up and moved to several different areas, ended up in Colorado, what have you. But for the past 2.5 years, she's been in PA, and since she's been in, like about an hour and a half away, since he's been an hour and a half away, I've been really kind of pushing, like, yeah, I want to be able to actually see him physically. Like, is there something that we can do an equal amount, understanding each other's situation, understanding that everybody has a hard situation, but just kind of understand, okay, well, is it a struggle for him? Is it a struggle for me? Is it a struggle for her? Is it a struggle for me? That we should be able to come to the table, because I'm missing out on this. As I'm standing there in that hallway, I am trying to not think about how I'm missing out on that, and he's missing out on me. and she has this boyfriend, whatever, and she's all like, he's a better father figure, yada yada yada, and all the other stuff that she said. But I'm his father. I want to be there. I wish I could be there. I wish I could take him to soccer practice. I wish I could root for him in his games. I wish I could take him to school. Originally, when he was conceived, that was the idea. When me and his mother got married, that was the idea. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you have to earn this special privilege and right. It should have just been like, you're his father. Is what I would love to do these things, but I can't. I am, in a way, not allowed. And not even by legal measures. It's not like I had those things taken away. Something happened, and this, we're trying to go through the steps of making something right from something that is broken. This co-parenting thing, which once again, her idea from even before we happened to actually before the incident of 2014, the idea like, okay, well, we can do this together. Where there is no together on this. I can't even talk to her because, well, personally for me, it's like a nervous anxiety attack, even like just seeing her face, and I'm trying to keep it together. But I do when I do need to talk to her about, okay, well, but I can't be like, oh yeah, how are things going? Because she herself shuts down. We're both at a position where it's kind of like we cannot necessarily communicate with each other properly. But this video is not about me and her. This entire scenario really shouldn't even be about me and her. The scenario should be about what we feel is best for Xavier. And in a way, this is selfish for me to go. I want to be there for my son. I want to take him to things. I want to be part of his life. I want to be part of his development. I don't want to just hear about it. I want to be part of it. I want to help it. I want to help it grow and develop, lack of a better word. But instead, I'm this face on his tablet that he may or may not see every now and again. Like he sees me twice a week, every week, half an hour. Half an hour that she is usually kind of like, hey, 5 minutes, wrap it up. And he's like, I try to tell him, hey, buddy, we don't want your mom to be upset. And Vincent was like, yo, man, you catered way too much to her. And it's like, I'm not trying to cater to her. I'm trying to make things less painful for him. But in a way, I am also causing the pain by not being there. I'm missing out on him, and he's missing out on me. And regardless of what anybody else thinks or says, that's a bad thing. And I'm trying to prove to not just anybody and not just everybody, but just if someone were to look at my case and just kind of go, okay, why not? I'd be the happiest person. But I know my case does not look like that. At least I feel my case does not look like that. I feel that people look at it in face value and just kind of go, 20 more hoops that you may or may not at the end of the hoop jumping see your son. Tomorrow I have a meeting tomorrow where I need to kind of think about exactly what I want to ask for. And I have to remind myself, it's not what I want. It can't be about what I want. It has to be about what I feel is best for Xavier. And if I feel that I'm not best for Xavier, I have one or two options. I can either back away and do exactly what she wants me to do and not be part of his life, which is not going to happen. Or I make myself good for him. I make myself better for him so that I am a good influence that is a benefit to have me in his life. Not just because I'm his father, but because I have things to offer him. That is what going to this wrestling practice match for my friend's son taught me, that I'm missing out on waiting on her to figure out what is okay. Waiting for me to figure out if what I'm doing is enough. Something has to give. And I've seen that. And my friend probably doesn't know I'm talking about her or her family, but thank you for giving me the opportunity, the life opportunity that you didn't know you were giving me to see that. I got a lot of not thinking anymore. I can't keep planning. I have to make more actions now. Am I scared? Hell yeah. Am I terrified? To the core. But I have to put my fear of her away and realize that, and remember that every step that I am doing, every step that I am putting forth is not for me and it's not for her. It's for him. Because the longer I wait, the more I am missing out on him. That's what I got. And I was able to do all that without crying. That's a plus. See you guys later.